Right. In this particular DJ segment, right? So I'm gonna put your brother as an early influence, yeah? Because obviously, it's your sibling, you're in the same household, you're watching what he's doing, and you're sort of
Yeah,
bouncing off each other, right? So he'll be in my eyes, anyway. Like you could say I'm wrong, but I'll see it as one of your early influences
yeah,
in getting to DJ, right?
definitely.
But what I do generally ask, right, is because I remember when I was younger and I was sort of taking up DJing and mixing, I always looked up to certain DJs because I thought, right, that's if I was to become a DJ, that's who I want to be because the type of music they play, their mixing style, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's so I got this question's in two parts really, right? And the first part is at that moment when you and your brother are messing around with virtual DJ, then you're going out to the clubs in Tenerife, right? I want to sort of jog a memory a little bit, right? I'm trying to think. At that time, you started to look at the craft and that kind of thing. What DJs were to you inspirational? As in, okay, I'm understanding what's going on, but now I'm looking at these guys and I'm thinking, okay, wow, you're
Yeah.
obviously you're top of your game. So I want to be like you or model myself. So kind of the first question is early influences at that early stage of taking up DJing.
Earliest, my brother and as well, in the first club I went, which was Tramps Club. It was a DJ called DJ C5. He's like old school DJ with the vinyl scratching and all that.
Okay.
So I kind of built a friendship with him because he was understanding me, and he kind of the way he did it, it was totally different that I saw everyone do it. It was just the way he was doing it. He was mixing acapellas into hip hop and scratching the acapellas into it. So I'd say first like major influences was C5 at the time. It was him. He was a hip hop DJ. So that kind of made me think there is a lot to it, you know.
Yeah.
Because at the time I was only using virtual, so I was thinking, oh, there's not a lot to it because only got a mouse to mess around with. And when I saw him doing it all with the scratching and effects and all that, that was my main influence as well, was C5.
Okay, cool. Right. The second part to this question is now, let's fast forward, I don't know, from that to where we are now, yeah?
Uh,
You've been DJing for a while now, you've been DJing, you've moved now from Tenerife to the UK,
yeah.
you live near Bristol. Um, Favorite DJs, because the point of the second question is now, like I said just a minute ago, was you now understand the craft. You know what you're looking for. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You kind of understand it really well. So, kind of your favorite DJs now, of sort of maybe of all time, or like I said, people who've been different when
Yeah.
I've asked them questions. Some people who have talked about people they've actually met on their journey as
Yeah.
being a DJ and that kind of, what I mean, that's why they rate them.
Yeah.
But you're free to kind of name anyone. So now you understand the craft. You've been doing the craft. We're gonna talk about where you've played out in a second. So what I mean, you're
yeah.
real,
Yeah.
you're experienced.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
now, who is your favorite DJs? If let's try and keep it to three.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll keep it to three, but your three favorite DJs.
Well, nowadays, my main inspiration and the big, massive one for me that influences me a lot is Carl Cox.
Okay.
The way that he does it is he's just got a different style. The second one is Mendo, which he's Spanish, and I love the way he produces music and DJs as well, because it's more like he puts a lot of Latin influences into it, which I like as well.
Sorry, say his name again.
Mendo,
Elemendo, yeah.
not Mendo,
Mendo. Okay, cool.
And what is it? Just Seven Bath is what that techno DJ.
Okay.
He inspires me a lot because he uses decks obviously, but he uses like a sampler as well, and he has his own instruments while he's playing as well. So that's what I want to get to do. I want to get doing that in the future as well. Just getting like a sampler and just while I'm mixing, put sounds into my mix, and that kind of influenced me as well.
Okay, cool.